In this week's episode, the amazing Stan Lee gets his amazing Mego friend. What do we have there, Riley?
We got a package.
What kind of package?
We got Stan Lee's awesome friends.
What's in it?
I don't know yet.
Well, isn't that the Wednesday show? This is Tuesday. All right, so we're gonna do a Wednesday unbox, or no, we're gonna do a Wednesday unboxing on a Tuesday. That's not gonna air until next Thursday, I think. And let's not waste any time. Let's get into this thing. Usually you're the one with the sharp implements on your side. Let's. Right, they even. I'm glad when they shipped this that they didn't do the same thing that the guys shipped. Well, of course, when this arrived, I was actually right at the door. When I got my package last week, it was raining and they left it out on the porch and it was out there for several hours and everything was soaked. And I had to do a spot check, even though you know, behind the scenes I'm going to be opening it for the first time, but I had to do a quick spot check of everything, and luckily everything was wrapped. Had this been sitting out in the rain, this would be soaked. So there we have it. Dun da 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 dun dun dun. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Get a snake eyes. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. Get out of my way.
Wow.
You say the same stuff on the back, but it's not the same. Is it really Mego though? Are you Mego? So there you go. Is that how I should keep them?
Yep. Just like that.
Just like that. Snake eyes.
Snake eyes.
He don't want to bend. He don't want to bend north nothing. That elbow bends. I feel it. The joint's right there. You just don't want to bend.
He's got
And then we got Storm Shadow. Nice cobra. I don't know why I stuttered on that, but I think you have to feel where the joint, because the joint also rotates. So you have to feel where the joint is.
It also doesn't help that he has lots of clothing on.
Form of water. This goes there like so. Shink. And this goes there like so. Shink. And this goes in here like so. Lunk. Hiya. And then the throwing stars, I think you just lose. There's no place for them. They just, good luck. They don't even,
teeny tiny.
Yeah, they don't even fit. Well, there we go. It kind of sits in his hand. He's like, yo, taxi, taxi. Where's the throwing stars? Look at this. Dink.
Oh. Dink. Swaggy.
Doesn't go all the way through though. I think it just sits there,
Yeah.
tucks into his belt,
What about the other one?
as per the picture.
Oh.
Picture
Okay.
shows
Oh my God.
the picture shows the knife in the middle and then the throwing stars on each side. So I don't know, like so. So there you have it, folks. We've got the Stan Lee. We've got the start of the Stan Lee Avengers. Pretty soon they'll just sign in without us, and it'll just be Stan Lee Cam
Yep, they'll
for the
take over.
podcast. And they'll sit in their coloring books and color. They'll color us in their coloring books instead of us coloring them. And looks like a good time for a break.
Yeah.
Attention, people of Earth! Attention, people of Earth!
The following message was transmitted to Earth via Cosmic Spool. Our award-winning web series, Mr. Lobo Does, is here on Blu-ray and other forms of physical media. Today is your last chance to accept our offer. Fly over to osi74.square.site or through this direct redirect link, www.bestow.tv/MLDS1. That's www.bestow.tv/MLDS1. There you can place your order and secure your copy of the Mr. Lobo Does Blu-ray or 2-volume DVD set. Earthlings, you have less than 24 hours to comply. And just to show we are serious, we will now destroy another neighboring planet that did not meet our demands.
Release the death ray!
And we're back.
Yep.
So is it like are these two? Are they all part of Stan Lee's team, or is it Storm Shadow versus Snake Eyes and Stan Lee like, he's like, come on guys, break it up, and like they make them like partner up, and
Yeah.
they're neither Joe's nor Cobra. They're just Team Stan Lee.
Yeah.
There we go. Let's have any viewer out there, you can go to our Facebook page and you can just start writing /Mego fiction and send it to us, and we'll read it out on the show. How about that?
Yep.
Unless it gets too saucy, then.
Don't make it too spicy.
But that wasn't the only thing. I know how long it takes us to do it. We have. Oh no! The first casualty.
Oh.
We got to bring back the classics. We brought back. Well, Stan Lee didn't even get unboxed. Stan Lee got unboxed on a live-ish thing, but then he came over to the show. So this is the first time that something got unboxed that joins his fighting power. But this, if I wouldn't ruin what was inside, I'd just go. This brings back something else from the original, from season 1. That's why we try to put the monitor under the camera so you make sure you're in the shot. Yoink. Oh, I don't even remember what they are anymore. It's been so long. What do we got? Well, you wanted one of these, didn't you? So now you
Yeah.
have one of these.
It's mine now.
Ask me about my... I gotta be in the camera. Ask me about my podcast. I got a good business card.
Woo.
Thanks from your order. This is, of course, pODDcast. I'm sure that will be our sponsor for this episode. There you go. And you got a podcaster sticker.
Nice.
Put in our sticker club book, wherever it is. So now we have How Dare You? Episode ideas.
WTF.
What the fire truck? Interview deck 1 and interview deck 2. They're not actually numbered, are they? So from the previous is Would You Rather, What the Heck instead of not the heck. This is interview. So I think it's interview deck 1, 2, and 3. So I have the 3 interview decks and then the episode deck. But I think we did, didn't we? We did the episode decks on the show. They weren't that bad, were they? I think we did some of these on the show already.
We did Would You Rather.
So let's do, mix them up. This one.
Okay.
This one. How dare you? How dare you?
Sounds good. It's funny. It's funny.
Okay. All right. All right.
If you had to pick only one person in your immediate family to survive, who would it be? Come on, I want to know. Come on. Come on. Who's the one surviving?
Me.
You? Good choice. Solid, pretty solid choice. Well, I guess I'm dying then.
We only pick one. I picked the dog.
The dog.
Guess I should have done this when you read the card. Ready? Have you ever cheated on an exam?
Yes.
You didn't even get to the close-up.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes, I have.
Cheater.
Yeah. It's called, listen, it's called a funky little thing called COVID, where you could just get all your answers online.
Isn't that what we call chronic diarrhea and our other shows?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
I care not to answer that. Probably. I don't know.
Wait,
I don't even. I already. No, you. Wait. You picked. No, I picked. All right. Whatever. I'm sure I have. It's been centuries. Most of those teachers are dead now.
Oh.
Probably because I killed them.
What is the worst
Come on,
thing?
mug for the camera.
What is the worst thing about being your gender? I don't think you can answer this one. Straight white man.
Wait, say that again.
Straight white man.
Okay. I hate you, pod decks. Here we go.
Oh.
Why do I get have you ever? And I get like, you give me these. Have you ever had a crush on your teacher / professor?
No.
I didn't even get the close-up camera. You're like crushing it. You're like honing into my camera. You gotta duck down. You're like taller now than when I said it.
No.
No.
I have not ever.
No.
Nope. Oh. Okay. What's the most embarrassing or worst thing your parents ever caught you doing?
Playing pod decks on a live stream.
Yeah.
Next. This is actually hold on, I'm gonna get my close up. Let me get centered in my close up. This is the perfect question for you.
Yeah.
Because we were just talking about this during the last thing, and you're like, oh, I have something I have to say in the next podcast. What is the most ridiculous fact you know? Wait for your close up. Button.
Okay,
Now
well,
let me move out of your close-up.
the most
Scrunch down.
the most ridiculous fact that I know is probably that some species of beetle actually eat their own shit.
That's not what you told me earlier.
It's not the one I told you earlier, but it is the most ridiculous.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was the bit from earlier that you were going to say on the show?
I said, did you know that all ants in a colony are female?
There you go.
God. Has anyone started a rumor about you? If so, what was it about?
I plead the fifth.
Yeah?
I ain't answering that. Moving on. You can read another one if you want.
Okay, here's me. I'll read another one.
It better not be worse than that one. Have you ever shit yourself live on the television? Yes, currently.
I was wondering why it's spelled.
You're changing my diaper after the show.
Nope. 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 Mm-mm. Okay. How long could you go without talking? You know, I really hate talking to myself. Why does that have to be the card I pulled?
Horrible podcast if I don't speak for the rest of the podcast. How long was that?
I don't even know.
It might have been a minute. In one sentence, how would you sum up the internet? Garbage.
Cockroach infested house.
The best place that houses BestowCast. The only place you can see get BestowCast. Other than that, garbage. Eventually I'll get these scene transitions down, even though the angle kind of is to be desired.
Have you ever done something unbelievable only to have no one around see it?
Yes, next question.
Gonna elaborate?
No, next question. I shit myself alive on the stream. Let's try one of the other. I'm still trying to think of like, well, there was like, I don't know. I think there's like, people have always been around to see something weird that I've done. I used to have knives that used to be able to cut through anything, and you used to have to like it used to cut the penny and make a corkscrew out of the penny because it would cut through pennies and everything. I used to throw the knife, I used to take soda cans up in the air, and it would just like just cut through the soda cans while they're in midair. And I like took one out because my roommate's like, oh yeah, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Does this count as like one of the, no, because I guess that was what embarrassing thing that your parents caught you doing. Well, no, my parents never caught me doing this. So I took the can and threw it up in the air and I said, no, watch, I'm gonna stab myself in the leg. And the knife just went right inside my pants and just missed the leg. I wasn't trying to stab myself in the leg. I was saying that to be sarcastic, and I just missed my leg. I'm like, oh shit! I stabbed myself in the leg.
Oh my god!
But I didn't. I just missed my leg. That way, everybody gets to see the peelies. We'll go. It's something that nobody ever saw me do. Something amazing nobody saw me do. I don't know. Lame answer. Would you have an answer? Hold on, wait. You have an answer because you're like,
I
you
really
never transition.
I don't really do cool things.
Lame.
Yeah.
I want to see the snipe.
That was the other one.
Oh, I see the snipe. It's right there. I want to see the snipe. Hold on. Here we go. There we go. There's your close up.
What specific work of art do you admire the most?
Any art? Any art?
Yeah.
Any art. Any art. Wolverine issue number 1 with his hood. I'll have to pop it up. He's got his claws out. It's like character lore.
Yeah, sounds like you.
I don't know. I'm on the spot, so it's, you got to forgive me. And I'm producing a geek show, so that's like the only thing that's like on my mind. Your turn.
I don't know. I follow a whole bunch of artists on Instagram, but there's this one girl that I follow, and she passed away. And I think it was either the beginning of 2020 or in like the middle of 2020. But she used to do this really amazing, really beautiful art. And yeah, I admire her art a lot.
Oh, Grammy said you better say mine. Grammy's art!
Yeah, Graham's art too. Yeah.
The picture of Riley and me sitting here like, you gotta do the same. What is something you don't mind paying money for? What is something you don't mind paying more money for? That's what I thought. I thought there was a more in there. It's called English.
I don't know. I don't pay for her stuff.
Grammy's art!
Graham's art!
Again, I'm on a collectible show.
Yeah.
Sometimes that one piece that, as long as it's not a scalper like price, if it's decent, it depends on what, if you mean more or if you mean more.
Yeah.
But more, just a little bit more to complete the collection. Okay, maybe.
What?
Mug for the camera.
You interrupted me. What
Mug for the camera.
Stop it! Can I read it this time?
Yes, sure.
What?
I need a drink. Go away. Stupid thing comes up. All right, go ahead, as you were.
What are you doing?
Waiting for you to read.
What famous person's memoir would you love to read? Yeah?
Yeah. I've watched a lot of stuff about a lot of the people who make the things that are pulp culture now. Your turn. Oh, sorry. I forgot to supply the audio element. I held up Stan Lee. I wouldn't mind learning more about Stan Lee, even if it was like the negative stuff about Stan Lee.
Yeah.
Maybe like this stuff between Stan Lee and Jack Kirby.
I think I have to agree with that.
The same?
Yeah, I'd like to read more about him as well.
If you were a bartender, which famous person would you like to serve? Living or dead?
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Good or evil Benedict Cumberbatch?
hard question. Hard. I wouldn't mind either. A little biased towards evil Benedict Cumberbatch, but
I make a show where we interview people. I've interviewed most of the people, including Stan Lee. We've had on the show. The one person we haven't had on the show yet, but has promised to be on the show, but I have yet to follow through because first he had a heart attack and then COVID hit. Well, chronic diarrhea. But Kevin Smith. I would like to have not so much a bar. I wouldn't. Well, I'd give him a beer if he wants a beer. I'd serve him alcohol if I have to. But I would have him on the show. I alter that card. I would have him as a guest. And that's the wrong camera. And we're back. We did it. We made it.
yeah.
It's still recording as far as I know. Well, it's still streaming. I can see it back there. I hope my eye line was right. I think I want to do what you said, is get googly eyes for the camera and glue some googly eyes on next to the camera. But that has been another episode of BestowCast. You can watch the live stream and you can join in and comment with us in the chats at on Twitch TV, twitch.tv/BestowTV. You can find us on Spotify and everywhere else that you listen to your podcasts, and just